Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk a bit about, I think we see a bit in our society, and it is what I would call empathy and sympathy and compassion fatigue. And I think there has been a relentless war against our minds. And I remember, like, around, could be the year 90s, I think it was at the time when we came here to Australia, so it should be 26 years or so, that there was this war going on. It was a desert storm war, I think it was called at the time. And it was, we used to put the television on all the time at the, we wanted to practice Australian. So we put the television on. We weren't working at the time, so the television was on all day. And the way they treated this war was so shocking and disgusting for us, There was like a little, when the news came on the television, and it was all the time. It was every so often they stop whatever was on TV, and there comes this trailer, just like in a movie. And they put a music to it, and they put these images of war, the soldiers shooting at some people, and there was this music that reminded us, oh, there comes the news, the war. It was treated like a movie. And I believe that the relentless campaign to desensitize us to war, consequences of war, started around 30 years ago, or even further, I don't know. But this time we paid attention, and we thought it was pretty disgusting the way they treated the war. And from then on, you're watching the news, right? And they're talking about something anodyne, whatever it is. And then they talk about war, whatever war it is, because the world is at war. There was always some war. There was always some dead people on the television. And finally, I decided that I have enough, and I stopped watching the news and the television altogether. So when they desensitize the people about the true consequences of war, the pain, the destruction, and we don't care anymore. We stop watching the news. We stop watching. They have won. They have won. Because we have empathy and sympathy and compassion fatigue, and we stop caring. Deep down, we still suffer, but we don't want to know anymore. So they have won this war on our minds and heart. So now we have, all over the media, we have people against refugee, and in the other hand, we have the people who are for refugees. We are divided. Now, the funny thing is, people should gather together, the one against the refugee, one and the ones for refugees. And they have to stand together against the root cause. And this is what the narcissistic agenda is so good at. They can turn around things. You focusing on the refugee problem, for example, and you stop focusing on the root cause of it. So they can go on happily ever after. Ever after. They can continue with their wars because you are focusing on the victims. You are focusing on the victims, which are the refugees. You're not focusing on the root cause and them. So that's one of the consequences of our compassion fatigue, if you want to call it, because we focus on the wrong place. And this is happening. There is also to desensitize people through the young people especially, through war games. You know, they started with war games long ago. And it was against monsters and all this sort of stuff. And it was funny, you know, you kill monsters. And then it so happened that you kill zombies. Oh, but zombies has a human form, right? And finally, there is no problem. You are killing people on games as well. So that's another way to desensitize young people to a pretty young age against wars and consequences of wars as well. Your brain, you know, consciously you may know you're not killing real people, but we don't know the damage that deep inside in souls and the subconscious this is going to do. And I have found a very, very, very good channel that I really like. And it's called Gift from Within. And it's by Dr. Frank Ockberg. And Dr. Frank Ockberg was born in 1940. And I think he still works. He's a psychiatrist, but with a difference. He is a psychiatrist with compassion. And he has this channel and website, and it's called Gift from Within. And it's PTSD resources. And what I found so good about him and his message, when he delivers a message, and they're short little, they're in YouTube, and they're short and really nicely done. What I found is like his own compassion and his own sympathy and his own love exudes from him. And it's not only the words, but it's also what exudes from him. And I found that really healing. And I will highly recommend that you watch his channel. And so he has a very, very nice sound that he's written long ago, I assume, and that I wanted to read to you today. Excuse me. So let's see if I can do that. So it's called The Survivor's Sound. And it says, I have been victimized. I was in a fight that was not fair fight. I did not ask for the fight, I lost. There is no shame in losing such a fight. I have reached the stage of survivor, and I'm no longer a slave of victim status. I look back with sadness rather than hate. I look forward with hope rather than despair. I may never forget, but I need not constantly remember. I was a victim. I am a survivor. And, excuse me, I found this really, really good message. And it's a message of hope. And that's what we all need, hope. And we all need to focus really on the root cause of problems. So, with that beautiful, beautiful message from Dr. Frank Ockberg, I'll leave you today. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.